March the 8th is Saturday. Welcome to Legal Wars Podcast. I seen somebody was up in here. Is that Bay City? One of my channel members. You know what I'm saying? Goals. What's up, y'all? What's up, my beautiful peoples? You know what I'm saying? Legal Wars Podcast, man. CNN playing in the background, man. We're going to take a few minutes, you know what I'm saying? Allow some people to jump up in the stream. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a real lively stream this morning. Yes, indeed. You know what I'm saying? Like you heard about this for the people who are watching the content after it was pre-recorded. I really want to talk about that Marco Rubio and Elon Musk situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like President Trump, man, he built a really strong coalition. A really strong coalition. And in order for him to keep that coalition together, he's going to have to pull off almost nearly a miracle. You know what I'm saying? They don't need a miracle to keep it together. So we're going to talk about it this morning. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed. So, guys, Legal Wars Podcast, we here. CNN playing in the background. You know what I'm saying? Give it a second for some people to come in the chat. You know, I'm going to take my stomach medicine like I do. I'm going to cut the CNN up. And y'all, we going to get cracking in just a minute.
Get even better. Happen during Volkswagen Deal Days. The deals are in, while Frank is out.
Guys, as I said, just a few minutes, we're going to get it started. The CNN in the background.
Here you go.
Is there a way to get a better price on this?
Have you checked Single Care? Whenever my customers ask how to get a better price on their meds, I tell them about Single Care. It's a free app accepted at pharmacies nationwide. Before I pick up my prescription, I always check the Single Care price.
Hey, y'all, it's Saturday, man, so we doing a hoodie today, man, but I got prepared content, really good content. Y'all just give me just a few minutes. Let some more people get in the stream. We're going to get started. As y'all come in, I ask that y'all double tap that screen for me, like the video. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all jump down in the comments, man. Say hello, say good morning. I got CNN playing in the background. We're going to get started in just a few minutes.
What seems confusing or just out of reach can suddenly fall into place and push you towards achieving your business goals. If it's a word thing, it's a sure thing.
Sure.
Scout is protected by Simparica Trio, and he's in it to win it. Simparica Trio is the first chew with triple protection. Oh, fleas and ticks. Intestinal worms. Well, heartworm disease, no problem with Simparica Trio. This drug class has been associated with neurologic adverse reactions, including seizures. Use with caution in adults with a history of these disorders. For winning protection, go with Simparica Trio.
Want the fastest working GLP-1? For half the price, Rubio now offers FDA-approved weight loss injections cheaper. With results you can see faster. Lose 15% of your weight.
Good morning. How we doing, guys? How we doing? Welcome in. We go to Wyndham for vacation. Yes, indeed, y'all. Wyndham Rewards right now, guys. To celebrate 5-year memberships, they giving everyone, right? 15,000 points if you stay. 2 nights, you get 7,500 points. 2 nights, 7,500 points. So you could get that or a $50 gift card. Todd Pimper, good morning, my brother. Good morning. How's it going? How's it going? How are y'all doing, man? We have a lot to talk about this morning, y'all. Marco Rubio and Elon Musk. When Steve Bannon and Elon Musk bumping heads, man, I kind of expect that. You know what I'm saying? That's a just completely different ideology. You have a super conservative MAGA base, like more conservative. Hello, electric. You have a MAGA, super conservative MAGA base, Todd. You know what I'm saying? And then on the other hand, you have like newly, I would say, half Republican, super moderate Republican Elon. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I could understand them two bumping heads, but to see Marco bump heads with Elon, I wasn't expecting that. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you got MAGA people that's getting at the women in President Trump's cabinet. So, Todd, man, like I said, it was going to be hard to keep that coalition together. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to talk about that this morning. Electric, my day going good. I appreciate that. As you guys come into the stream, I ask that y'all please double tap the video, just like the video, man. It's free to show us some love. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoy the content, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you jump down in the bottom, man. Gigi, what's up? What's up? JP, what's up, man? We finna get cracking in just a minute, y'all. Let me turn this AC down a little bit, and then we're gonna get started. Guys, for this stream, I got a lot of different questions, man, a lot of different poll questions, but I think I'm gonna settle on this one. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about this morning. Really good stream. So the question is, guys, and this is yes or no. Y'all, excuse me just a second. I'm getting this poll question up, and then we're going to get started. Few more minutes, guys. We're going to get started in just a second. I want to start that poll question for you. So the question is, does the MAGA brand promote the proper respect for women and minorities? That's where we're going to start at this morning. I'm going to take my stomach medicine. I'm going to wait on YouTube to get the people off the, and we're going to get started. Electric Skeleton says you'll definitely do that, bro. Yeah, man, you could go to Wyndham Rewards today, man. Y'all could sign up today for free. You know what I'm saying? You book your vacation. I think they give you to the end of the year. They're going to give you points. Those points to give you a free night. So, yeah, y'all definitely do that. I appreciate y'all kicking it with me this morning, man. For the people who watching this after it was pre-recorded, we're going to take just a few more minutes. We're going to jump right into the content. How y'all doing today, though? JP, you say it's not. What is not, my brother? How you doing? And Gigi, what's going on, man? What y'all think about the MAGA brand? Do y'all think the MAGA brand promote the proper respect for women? You know what I'm saying? Trying to get you guys talking, get the conversation going. Waiting for YouTube to put some more people in the algorithm, man, some people to join in, and we finna get it kicked off. Well, good morning, y'all. How's everyone doing this morning, this beautiful Saturday morning? Y'all kicking it with your boy Ghostwriter. This is the second episode of Protecting the People's Rights. Why President Trump must protect the women in his cabinet. You say the women in his cabinet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the women in his cabinet. The information I'm about to give to you is brought to you in part by the Hollywood Reporter, Abid Rahman, February the 28th. That's the Hollywood Reporter. February 28th. Conservative commentators and MAGA diehards are up in arms over the calamitous defense of documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case by the White House that saw a number of right-wing social media influencers on Thursday given special access to supposedly declassified files, who then trumpeted information that had largely been in public domains for years. You know what I'm saying? So that's not really that much. If you guys didn't know, that's just regular news. You know what I'm saying? So basically what happens is that the release of the Jeffrey Epstein documents was being announced, supposed to be some big deal. And they gave a lot of right-wing influencers access to the documents. When they seen the documents, they was like, hey, this is just stuff that we already knew. So on Thursday, the Justice Department, under orders from Attorney General Pamela Bondi, released a set of documents it dubbed the Epstein Files Part 1. The rollout of the documents was done rather unusually via a group of right-wing social media stars, including Mike Cernovich, Liz Wheeler, Jack Pozobiec, Rogan O'Hanley, known as DC Drano, as well as libs of TikTok creator Shia Rachik, who were seen leaving the White House with binders that purported to be the first phase release of the Epstein files. What I see right here is that the White House is actually trying to communicate with the people. You see what I'm saying? That would be the only reason I would see you would get social media stars at the White House, TikTok stars, podcasters, YouTube podcasters. Hey, Ghost, you want to come to the White House? Yeah, President Trump, I'm on the way. What we got to tell the people? Oh, we got Epstein's files. So, you know, as these podcasters and YouTubers, these people going to the White House, man, you know, they pumped on it. Imagine if I was going to the White House to get the Epstein Files Part 1. And I'm finna come back on here and tell y'all what's on the Epstein Files Part 1. You know, I'm going to be crunked about that. I'm going to tell y'all all about that before it happened. You see what I'm saying? So once you get the files, it ain't nothing on the files. And the listeners, you got to tell your listeners, hey, man, it ain't nothing on here. You know what I'm saying? What I was thinking, if President Trump would do that with his agenda, if he wanted to announce something new in his agenda, call them up here and say, hey, I'm going to put tariffs on Mexico and Canada because of such and such and so-and-so. Or, hey, I'm finna do this because of such, or I'm doing such and such and so. I mean, like policy stuff. Oh, I'm writing this executive order. Oh, we fired 70,000 vets because of such and such and so. We're going to talk about that, man. Legal Wars Podcast. Next episode of protecting the people's rights. It's about the veterans, about firing the veterans. And we're going to see that. We done pumped it. The brakes been pumped up because of the people, the people's voice. I'm trying to tell y'all got to speak up. According to the various media reports, the limited set of documents contain copies of flight logs from Epstein's private plane, which have previously been accessible in various court cases. They also included a heavily redacted photocopy of an address book allegedly created by Epstein and his close associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, as you all know her, which has been referenced in media reports for many, many years. Additionally, the Justice Department also published a redacted list of masquerades along with an evidence list detailing over 150 items, such as nude images, massage tables, sex toys, and additional items. It was unclear whether this list was related to Epstein's case, Maxwell's case, or another investigation. The reaction for some prominent supporters, this is what we got to talk about right here. The reaction of some prominent Trump supporters on social media to the document release, particularly the lack of new information, was swift and damning, with lots of criticism for the right-wing influencers involved, but much of the abhorrence reserved for Bondi. This is where we have a problem. You see what I'm saying? So you are bringing social media influencers into your government. That's a choice that you're choosing to do. So you making that choice, bringing them social media influencers into your government, you got to understand, man, these people, I mean, you really can't go that hard on them. Because if you call me up here and you say, hey, I got something special to release, and you give it to me and it ain't nothing special, I'm going to say something smart about it, right? But this is the thing where I'm saying, y'all, is to where we hear social media people on the right, the far right, talking about releasing the killer of George Floyd. Now they on paying Bondi. That's why I asked the poll question, y'all. Do y'all think the MAGA base, I mean that far right base, those ones who stormed the Capitol on January 6th, do you think they have the proper respect for women and for minorities? Influencers shouldn't even be getting the Epstein files. That's absurd. They should be released to the public all at once, not used to make money for insiders, posted Jeremy Hobley, the real name of popular right-wing YouTuber commentator The Quartering. You guys might know him. Who on here know Jeffrey Hobley from The Quartering? You see what I'm saying, guys? That's on their side. He said they shouldn't even be getting it. They I mean, listen, we want to give the people a voice. I understand President Trump, you want to involve them. You want to, these people are talking directly to the people. So that's fine. Call the podcasters up there. But I'm saying if you call them up there, call them up there to tell the people about your agenda. That's what I would say. Call them up there. Hey, y'all, the tax on China, look at what it did. So we put this tariff on China. The U.S. government already made like $5 billion in like 3-4 weeks. Tell them about the agenda, man. Laura Loomer. How many of y'all know Laura Loomer? This is the problem. The far right. These people radical. President Trump has to protect Pam Bondi. He has to protect Kristen Nunn. Okay, man, big deal. Y'all got the files. It ain't nothing in the files, bro, that's new. Bro, in the first place, you shouldn't even have these people up here at the White House. Okay, let them have a voice, but they speaking against the AG already. She just got there. I bet you if the AG was, this is my opinion, though. I'm giving y'all facts, my opinion, because I know how that far right is. And I'm saying President Trump has difficulties because he has so many different factions. He done brought together an impossible coalition. He pulled from the Obama coalition. He got black males liking him now. I'm one of them. I like President Trump now. You see what I'm saying? How many people in this stream like President Trump? How many Trump supporters if we have in this stream? If y'all are Trump supporters, spam Trump in the chat. If y'all supporting President Trump, spam Trump in the chat, man. Guys, welcome in Legal Wars Podcast. Thank y'all for being with me on this Saturday, man. We cooking. I ask that y'all please, as y'all come in, double tap the screen. It's free to show your boy some love. Subscribe to the channel and make sure you hit that notification bell, all notifications, so you could come join the conversation. Most importantly, guys, let your voice be heard. Republicans, independents, Democrats, we talking about it today. Does the far right people in MAGA have the proper respect for women and minorities? We talking about one of these women, Laura Loomer, a political activist and prominent right-wing personality, didn't mince her words over the nature of the rollout, and also called on Bondi to resign. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. Y'all think I'm tripping? Laura Loomer called on Pam Bondi to resign for what? I mean, she just got here. Look, you understand, Laura Loomer was on President Trump, on Trump Force One during a period of time, about 2 or 3 weeks, whenever he was campaigning for president. She was like she wasn't part of the campaign, but she was going everywhere with him, man. He connected, he linked in with these people, and she calling on Pam Bondi to resign for what, man? It's been like 2 weeks. What you wanted to resign for? What did the Attorney General do wrong? But what I'm saying is, this is just my opinion. We could debate this in just a minute. I'm saying if that was Marco Rubio, Laura Loomer wouldn't say nothing like this to Pete Hegseth. You see what I'm saying? But she gonna challenge Pam Bondi over some files. Wait, like, who is this girl? You want her to resign? What? Pam Bondi? Like, to me, that's like one of the picks that we hold on and respect to. And Marco Rubio, man, like, getting the women's and minorities in President Trump cabinet are few. And I'm saying she ain't even did that. What she did wrong? Red G, I got a member in the stream, y'all. Y'all say what's up to Red G. He the first member of the League Wars podcast. Loyalty, y'all. Make sure, Red G, as y'all come in, please double tap that screen, like the video, give us a thumbs up. It helps us in the algorithm. Make sure y'all like that video, man. Show us some love. Man, Laura Loomer, man, calling for Pam Bondi to resign. I hate to say it, but the American people can't trust the validity of the Epstein file released today. Who cares? What's the Epstein file? This is an attorney general. You understand that? This is an attorney general. She's responsible for going after drug cartels that's giving people fentanyl. Red G, what's up, my brother? Appreciate that $5 sticker, man. If anybody, super sticker, man. If y'all want to donate to the channel, hit that button with that $sign in it, man. I appreciate the love. I got a member in the stream, my brother Colin. What's up? Laura Loomer calling on Pam Bondi to resign for what? Because of the Epstein files? Man, I know you saying you calling her to resign because she didn't want to prosecute somebody that need to be prosecuted. You know what I'm saying? She let murderers go free. Or she calling on Pam Bondi to resign because Pam Bondi what? I'm saying it's been 50 days. This woman is the top cop in America. Her responsibilities, really, the releasing the Epstein file, I wouldn't even have Attorney General Pam Bondi even involved in that little rinky-dink political stuff. She a legal person. She the top dog. President Trump put her there, bro. I respect Pam Bondi. What's up with Laura Loomer, y'all? What's up with the far right of MAGA? We're going to talk about Marco Rubio and Elon getting into it. And then you got these podcasters coming to the White House, and some of these podcasters calling for George Floyd to get released. Regardless of where you stand on the issue, my point is that issue is so, that's like a political wildfire. You starting a fire. That dog is hunted. That dog is dead. Why dig it up? But you putting these coops, I call them coops. The reason I call them coops, this is the same crowd that stormed the Capitol on January 6th. Tell me where I'm wrong. Calling for President Trump's Attorney General. We all as Americans need to be proud of Pam Bondi. I don't understand how can the Democrats hate on Pam Bondi just because she's a Republican. That's not genuine. If Democrats believe in DEI, then they should support Pam Bondi. Y'all tell me I'm not cooking. It ain't that many of them up there. I don't care if you don't. Her politics. Listen, okay, I could understand somebody saying they don't support Linda McMahon, her politics with the Department of Education, or I don't support Tulsi Gabbard. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying Pam Bondi, 45 days, President Trump, you got to protect those women in your cabinet. You got to protect Marco Rubio. And I understand Elon, man, like they got into it. We gonna get to that, y'all, in a later segment, man. Elon and Marco bumping heads. And Elon bumping heads with you know what I'm saying? I mean, what's going on, Colin? I'm saying, how y'all gonna keep the coalition together? President Trump, man, he waving it off. We know President Trump, that dude, man. President Trump, my triple OG, 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 OG. You feel what I'm saying? But I'm saying, how you gonna keep the coalition together, man? It was released in an unprofessional manner. She talking about the releasing of some Epstein files. This is the Attorney General of the United States. Take a second and think about what I'm saying. The police represent the law. When you see a police officer, I don't know how you look at him, but how you need to look at that dude is the law. That uniform is the law of that city. Those feds, that badge, that is the law of the United States. Those state troopers, that's the law of the state of Texas. Them Texas Rangers come, that's the law, the law. You saying she the top cop? She over all the police officers and she over all the lawyers in America. Understand who you talking to. Releasing some Epstein files, that's just some political stuff that really should have been done by some press people or something that really don't have nothing to do with Pam Bondi. What y'all think? Laura Loomer also took shots at influencer who received the documents. Now she sounds like she just jealous she wasn't involved. Writing in another post, most of the influencers took selfies of themselves holding the binder and said exclusive and then proceeded to not post online for hours. That's called gatekeeping. Man, that's so lame. And something of a screed of posts on X on Thursday, Loomer also wrote, "Enough is enough. Donald Trump needs some real vetting in his administration. The entire world is laughing at our country today. And if you say you aren't, you're full of blank, or you're one of the influencers who received the bonder. This is honestly shocking levels of incompetence." I can't believe it, man. What we got going on? Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy, who supported Trump during his last election, also posted his frustrations about the Epstein files and the administration in general. If I'm going to be fair, these questions need to be asked today. Why is the release of the Epstein list always a blank show? What's the point of booting out illegals and criminals while someone becoming a safe haven for the Tate brothers? The Tate brothers, what's the Tate brothers got to do with the conversation? Why is crypto in the toilet? If Trump is crypto king, how far does Tesla stock have to crash before Elon goes back to work? Y'all, I'm going to tell you who this saying this. This is David Portnoy. Y'all might know him. Daveportnoy, sir, if I'm mispronouncing your name. Barstool Sports founder who supported Trump. Talking about how far does Tesla stock have to crash before Elon has to go back to work. Y'all, we about to talk about it. It's discussion time. My poll question was, does the MAGA brand promote the proper respect for women and minorities, guys? Make sure y'all get down in that poll. Y'all make sure y'all let me know what y'all think. Look, there's more infighting in the Republican Party than you can imagine. I don't know how President Trump will be able to hold it all together. Steve Bannon against Elon, Laura Loomer and the MAGA far right against any semblance of the Republican Party moving past the 80s in the race relations. I'm saying you got Elon versus Marco Rubio. We finna talk about that. Guys, to me, it's just unbelievable the amount of respect that people lack. So my question to the stream, doesn't President Trump need to protect the women in his administration from the far right people who just don't think women are sufficient? And that's even a woman like Laura Loomer. Y'all jump down in the comments and let me know. So I ask that if you guys have not liked the video, that everyone likes the video, subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that notification bell. And guys, super chats, super stickers, super thanks start at 99 cents. Like my boy Red already done that button at the bottom with the $sign. So if you guys want to start a conversation, give a donation, hit that button, and your donations are much appreciated. Y'all, we talking about it. What's going on, man, in MAGA and the Republican Party, man? You know what I'm saying? JP says Trump is supposed to stop corruption and Bannon is the real deal. How y'all feel about Steve Bannon, man? I think, in my opinion, Steve Bannon kind of racist. That's what I think. I think he kind of racist. If I had to pick between Steve Bannon's ideology and Elon Musk's ideology, it's not even a choice. You're going to pick Elon all day, 10 times a week. Plus, Elon can make money for the nation. You see what I'm saying? So that's just my opinion, though. Steve Bannon then said some things and did some things that, to me, were contrary to the rights of minorities. And to me, Steve Bannon has no interest in protecting the rights of minorities. Now, if you're saying some of the things he says, like as far as the strategy, he's a pretty decent political strategist. I would say he was a good one. He was a big contributor to President Trump winning his last election. You see what I'm saying? But to say that Steve Bannon, like, to me, like, the real deal, I guess, if that's what you want. But I don't see nobody really in that far right faction of the Republican Party, that super red MAGA, like half racist part of it. I don't see nobody in that part of MAGA that I really like and respect. Mr. Fox said, and letting men play women's sports don't protect them either. Mr. Fox, we will never support men playing a woman's sport. Never, ever in my life, ever. And any politician, any man, okay, if you want to sell that it's okay. Okay, so we're gonna feel sorry for the child or whatever who turns out to be whatever they are. Because I'm saying, how can I don't really want to get into this conversation, but that's what we do on the Legal Wars podcast. We have tough conversations. How can a 10-year-old wake up one day and say that he's a little girl? I don't understand that. Because we know that children learn from their environment, what they see, they're mimicking. So he's getting that from somewhere. Is he getting that from television? Is he getting that from school? Is he being picked on and they're telling him he's a little girl, like the kids picking on him? See, that's a parent spending time with that child and explaining to that child, hey, man, this is what it is. That's what I believe. So a 12-year-old boy or a 16-year-old boy who could harm a 14-year-old girl, that we've had too many incidences of girls getting harmed. A girl got hit in the face with a volleyball by this dude playing the sport. I don't care what kind of goofy stuff you got going on. Don't let that be my daughter. Don't let that be my sister or because I just think that that's wrong and it shouldn't happen. That's my opinion. JP said Americans should get the jobs. JP, Americans should get the jobs. I agree with that 10,000%. President Trump said, hey, if you are anyone who lives outside of the United States, he's talking to 8 billion people. He said 8 billion people in the entire world. How many billionaires are in the world? How many of those billionaires are in America? So the hundreds of billionaires who are not in America, we want y'all all to come to America. I don't care if I could get 200 of y'all here. We want y'all all to be here to get a permanent residency. That's going to cost you $5 million. If you worth some hundreds of millions, we want you here too. $5 million. So I'm saying, yeah, like, in my opinion, President Trump, man, he has like the best economic plans for America that I've seen in a while. Because he deport the people that don't contribute to society or the people that contribute crime or negative or bad stuff. He's trying to get them out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, economically, in my opinion, yeah, he got a great economic plan for America. Amanda says they too weak to play against men. That's true. That's true. Mr. Fox, most people don't think about race when it comes to everything, man. Mr. Fox, it's a subconscious thing. Race is a subconscious thing in someone's mind. And I could tell by their actions. I could tell by the actions of somebody who have the race of a person. You could tell their actions. You got to think about how many discrimination lawsuits that I've won. A lot of them against people that I shouldn't be, because I'm able to identify that discrimination in someone, in their actions. You see what I'm saying? But guys, Legal Wars Podcast, man, good morning, guys. I ask that y'all double tap that screen, make sure y'all like that video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. I gotta scroll back up to get to my my members. Reggie said I was there. I wish that there wasn't extremes. Created bipolarism is nation and individual, and that is true. I wish there wasn't extremists either, because extremists destroy the party. And that's not just the Republican Party, that's the Democratic Party too. That's just my opinion. I feel like liberals destroy the moderates, because the moderates mostly are just chill and the extremists are like overbearing. So I agree with that, Reggie. Colin says, I'm not sure if it's just me, but I think your stream is reacting slow. I think it is too, Colin. I think it is. I'm not sure what that is either, sir, but because of the comments that you guys are getting, I'm getting the comments that from you guys really, really slow. You know what I'm saying? But guys, as I said before, if y'all have not liked the video, y'all make sure y'all like that video. I'm trying to get as many of you guys' comments as I can too. I know that all of you guys' comments I cannot get. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing somebody talking about Kendrick and Drake. We're talking about President Trump and needing to protect the women in his cabinet. Man, I think that's very, very important for America. The progression of women in America does not go through the Democratic Party. And that might be hard for some of y'all to understand. But let me break that down. The progression of women in America will go and run through the Republican Party. Because the Republican Party and the voters of the Republic are the ones that are kind of trying to stop or block. So the Democrats promote women. They might politically be against the Republican women, but they promote women. So to the voters, that the independents or the people who lean to the right, and they might not think a woman could do that job, they're going to attack women. So that's what I'm saying. It's important for President Trump, for America. The Democrats don't realize it, but they're the ones who created the DEI. So that's very, very important. JP says the Democratic Party is dying, man. I'm not sure, JP. I think that's a matter of opinion. What y'all think? Colin, what you think, my brother? You know what I'm saying? Because if y'all comment, man, I can't see none of that. But what y'all think, man? Y'all think that the Democratic Party is dying? You know what I'm saying? And if I'm missing some of you guys' comments, I'm sorry about that. But as soon as they pop up in the stream, I'm reading them. Y'all. I'm trying to get all y'all in here today. And especially right now during discussion time. Do you guys think that the Democratic Party is dying? That's the question. Because me personally, bro, I just don't think that. I think they lost an election. I think they don't have the proper strategy. I think the strategy is just to sit back and to allow what's happening over a period of time. I mean, Elon's a special government employee. I don't know how long he's going to be there. You know, you got these far right people that they giving a seat at the table. They bumping heads. So the Democrats, their strategy they just need to be sitting back looking for a lane to either create the destruction or wait for the destruction. That's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, once again, make sure y'all double tap the screen. If y'all have not, make sure y'all like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, guys. If I'm missing some of you guys' comments, I apologize about that, man. Doing the best I can, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to report that bug to YouTube, Colin. I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I've been having that problem for a couple of streams. Guys, make sure y'all take a part of that poll. And I'm just wondering what you guys think. Does the MAGA brand promote the proper respect for women and minorities? So, guys, we're going to go ahead and jump into segment 2, okay? So, on segment 2, on Thursday, Raheem Kassim, a former editor at Breitbart, published a behind-the-scenes account in the National Post of what transpired when the Epstein documents rolled out, which one of the Kassim sources described as a cluster, you know what. Kassim wrote, one of the more intriguing details of today is that President Donald J. Trump himself was in a room with these binders containing Epstein's flight and phone logs. One of the pages even contained President Trump's name having been listed in the Epstein book. Guys, we see my boy Colin. That looks like Colin. He has a legal wars loyalty. That looks like a membership, y'all. Whenever we do a membership, we gotta announce the membership. You know what I'm saying? Colin's been a very loyal member of the channel. Colin, I appreciate the love and support, man. Y'all know on the Legal Wars podcast, we added 50 memberships in February, y'all. So our goal is to get 50 members or more for the month of March. So Colin's just helping to contribute to that. So I appreciate that, Colin. So today is the 8th, and we've added 8 members, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll pick up on that, you know what I'm saying, as the month goes on. Colin, I salute you, my brother. I appreciate that. I always do this whenever we get new members to the stream, Colin. Much love. D Worthy says, thanks for the membership. So he gifted to D Worthy. D Worthy, welcome to the family, my brother. Y'all make sure y'all down in the comments, man. Anything y'all want to talk about President Trump or anything like that, y'all get that off y'all chest. Good Times TV. Welcome back, Good Times. I appreciate you being here. Y'all make sure y'all done double tap that like button, like my boy Colin said. Good Times TV says between the Democrats and Republicans, I'm not saying that Republicans, I'm sorry, sir, let me get to that. I'm not saying Republicans are the most righteous, but they are way more righteous than the Democrats. God had to pick between them. No, sir, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't agree with that. Listen, sir, hold on, Good Times. I'm gonna pin that, okay? We're gonna talk about that before we finish segment 2. And I stopped and read your comment because you always have good comments. Okay, so what Good Times is saying that the Republicans have more family and faith values than the Democrats. Is that what you're saying? I agree with that. 10,000%. There's no question about that. The Republicans promote things that are more in line with Christian beliefs and morality overall. I'm not saying you don't have individual Republican candidates that are corrupt. Yes, you do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God. That's what I'm saying. Faith and family. You know what I'm saying? They promote that as a party. I agree with that. That's why you say boys shouldn't be playing girl sports. I don't even know why we're having that conversation. Are you protecting unborn children? I agree with that. 10,000%. But saying that God would choose the Republican Party, I completely disagree with that. Like you talking about God as a king. Think about that. God is saying he the king of all kings. So there should never be, you saying God would choose, you never put God underneath anything and nothing. You got to understand these things and watch your words. Good Times TV. But I appreciate that comment. Tomorrow morning, y'all, at 7 a.m. Central Time, God's Mighty Warriors. That's episode number 3. In God we trust. So Good Times TV, we can finish that conversation if it's the Lord's will tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. I do not think if someone votes for the Democrat, they are not Christian or have anything to do with God. I do not agree with that. Because what I'm telling y'all is that President Trump won me over. He's winning over the hearts of Americans. I seen some random person in traffic yesterday, and I was saying that President Trump don't put up with no nonsense. He doesn't, and that's why people like him. And I don't either. You know what I'm saying? He don't put up with no nonsense. Like, he's just straightforward, and I think that his heart is working towards the American people. In that first term, I'm not sure about that first term, but in this term, that's what I believe in the bottom of my heart. Good Times TV then said there's only one God, the master of the whole universe, and it's the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That's the only God. It ain't no we God, you God, he God, she God. His name is Jehovah Jireh. He got a name, an identity. His name Jesus. A name and an identity. So we're going to talk about that, Good Times TV. I appreciate you putting that in there. That's a segue for tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Central. It's a Christian stream. I welcome everybody. If the Muslims want to come talk about it, come talk about it. Come talk about it. You want to defend Muhammad against Jesus? Come to the stream. Let's talk about it, man. Have a discussion. Guys, once again, we're going to continue with the content. I appreciate y'all participation. Again, that information is not new, but it is embarrassing for the White House, the vast majority of which is unlikely to have any eyes on documents handed to social media influencers who believe they were attending a simple series of policy briefings today. He added, Attorney General Pam Bondi, man, keep Attorney General Bondi's name out your mouth. And her team are being blamed very clearly in at least 6 conversations I've had this afternoon. Keep her name out your mouth. That's disrespectful. Again, they gave no heads up to either the influencers or attending the White House staff about their intention to distribute binders or information that contained little new information. What you think they were supposed to give a bunch of influencers coming to the White House? Top secret FBI documents? Bro, if I was going to the White House to get one of these bonders beforehand, I think I would have enough sense to know that there is not no top secret FBI. JP Bondi might have overpromised, but it's all, to me, JP. It's in the perception. It's in the mind. It's in the people's mind. It's in my opinion. It's in your mind. Like, she might have overpromised and they might have worked it up to where it's more of a political thing than a business thing. But what I'm saying is, you calling for her to resign, JP, should she have to resign for overpromising? But I'm highlighting that wouldn't happen if that was a man who was an attorney general and that happened with. I just don't believe that, y'all. I don't believe that would happen if it was a man. Later on Thursday, Bondi, perhaps reacting to the backlashes to the documents released, posted a letter she had sent to newly installed FBI Director Kash Patel on X that intimated that more records were recently discovered. Bondi ordered the FBI to hand over the full and complete Epstein files to her by Friday morning and directed the newly installed bureau chief to conduct an immediate investigation into why her order to the FBI to turn over all the documents were not followed. So, guys, y'all need to understand, JP, especially Pam Bondi, she did, in fact, ask for the full documents. That's what she's saying. She's saying, hey, I asked for them. And we don't know, out of all the nominees, her and like Marco, a couple of them, they had nothing on her. She got, just throw her in there. Yeah, Attorney General of Florida, yeah, she good. Stand up, character. So said she's saying she wondering why they didn't hand them over. She asking Cash Patel to do an investigation why they didn't. She ordered the FBI to hand over the documents. They trying to make her look bad. Somebody is. And Laura Loomer taking the bait. In a post on X, Patel commented the FBI to ensure that all documents related to the Epstein case are provided to the Department of Justice. So maybe the documents they're looking for they're going to get them. But my point is that President Trump needs to protect the women in his cabinet, man. It is important for America that he protects them from this nonsense. Guys, back in the discussion time, y'all. I need y'all in them comments, man. Y'all get down in them comments, man. Y'all let y'all voices be heard, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You might have to put that comment in once, put that comment in twice, man. I'm trying to read y'all comments. You know what I'm saying? I might have members in my stream that I'm not acknowledging. I'm not seeing those comments, y'all. Let's have this discussion. Guys, I will forever have a different worldview than these far right people. A lot of far left people too. Extremists. I'm in the middle. I'm a moderate. All I know is that Pam Bondi, okay, y'all, give me a second, was one of President Trump's better choices. How many of y'all agree with that? That Pam Bondi was one of President Trump's better choices. One of the most qualified people. And I just feel like in the MAGA world, they will harass her and Kristen known for every mistake they make. So guys, we in the comments and let's start the discussion. I agree with President Trump on a lot of policies, but don't you think that the far right and the Republican Party is impeding on its ultimate success? Jump down in the comments and let me know. So guys, I ask that if you guys will like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and hit that notification bell. And guys, super chats, super stickers, and super thanks start at 99 cents. So whether you want to start a discussion, you want to give a donation, hit that button at the bottom with the $, and your donations are much appreciated. Guys, it's important. You got to understand what I'm saying. I feel like the coalition President Trump built, you got to know your voters, know your coalition. President Trump then pulled in impossible voters into his coalition. Black voters, people like me. I never would have thought that. I didn't vote for him, but I never would have thought that I would be supportive of him as I am today, is what I'm saying. Never would have dreamt it in a million years. So if you pulling in people like me, he pulling in younger black males, he's pulling in all these people, and he's enlisting the heads of these groups. JD Vance is cool in the crypto community. Elon cool in the tech community. Who else he got up here? You know what I'm saying? He himself is getting cool with the black community. Then he got those far right people. You know what I'm saying? Like, he been locked in with them. That's who he came in with, but he got an impossible coalition of a lot of people, and some of these people don't even like each other. You know what I'm saying? When Obama had his coalition, he got, the inner city people, and then he also got, what I'm saying, people. But I'm saying it's like the inner city people, and I did a vlog on that, a documentary on that. I interviewed this guy from Florida. He living in Austin now. He said back where he from, it's a bunch of poor black people. In Austin, it's like rich, white, preppy people, but they both voted Democratic. It's like those rich, white, preppy people, though, they don't hate black people. You see what I'm saying? Most of them don't. Some of them might be racist, but most of them don't hate blacks. What I'm saying is in President Trump's coalition, He have people who don't like black people. Do you understand that? I'm not saying all of MAGA's like that. Definitely not. I don't think the libertarian part of you know what I'm saying? I don't think the bro culture part. I don't think the tech culture and Elon part, I don't think that they racist at all. But there's factions of that far right MAGA that do not like black people. President Trump got them all together. He got to keep them together, y'all. We finna talk about that Elon and Marco fight. Todd is talking to Good Times TV. He says every book was made by man or a man's touch in it. So believe whatever lie you want, man. Just go preach it somewhere else or a different time there, big man who knows all. Yeah, Good Times. I hear what you're saying, man. Mr. Pimper said that he wasn't really trying to, you know what I'm saying? This stream we was talking about President Trump, you know what I'm saying, and we talking about President Trump and the protecting women's rights. It's a political stream. So Good Times, I will say, like I said, man, tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., you know what I'm saying? We having a Christian stream. So if you want to discuss that there, you know what I'm saying? I think that would be the appropriate time. I got the content ready. We talking about King David. You see what I'm saying? So anything you talking Christian in the stream about King David, you know what I'm saying? But if you come in here and you say Jesus is king, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. But just Todd's just saying that right now, you know what I'm saying? We're doing a political stream with different conversations. JP says, I liked her initially. Good Times, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate you being here and your participation, though. Thank you for the support. JP says, I like her initially, but she's off to a rocky start on a few things, but she deserves more time. It's early. That is true, JP, but I would say, man, a rocky start? What rocky start she's off to, man? I'm saying, what policies has Pam Bondi? Not just Pam Bondi. I mean, Kristen Noem, Homeland Security. She's carrying out the orders of the president. That's what Pam Bondi did. I'm saying, if Pam Bondi said, "Hey," she released a memo to the FBI and she say release the full files of the Jeffrey Epstein files, and they don't release only files that's already been out. You saying that maybe somebody's saying that she should have reviewed them, and maybe she should have reviewed them. Maybe I'm saying, in my opinion, to call for her to resign, I think that's going way too far. I mean, she's an attorney general, bro. She is the top cop. So her job or anything she's doing that's related to her being the attorney general, then if you want to call for her to resign for that, that's one thing. But I'm saying you calling for her to resign over some Jeffrey Epstein's files, to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like the news of it is just protecting the rights of the people. That's the news of it. And that's what we're going to do on these episodes of protecting the rights. So we're not just talking about protecting the rights of black people like we did on the first episode. Or on the next episode, episode 3, we're going to talk about protecting the rights of veterans, all the veterans being fired, and how I believe the veterans should get preference over who gets fired and who doesn't get fired. That's what I'm saying. That's what these episodes are about. But today we're talking about the women and President Trump's cabinet that I feel like they need to be protected, because I think they'll be scrutinized harder and attacked harder than men. Who disagrees with that? Especially coming from the right. That's what I'm saying. If it's on the left, I think the left kind of got the drift. Don't y'all think that about the left kind of respects a woman, her right to vote, her right to participate in the political process, and are fairly confident that she would do a great job. Speaker of the House was a woman. That's a Democrat. The first president, vice president of the United States was a woman. That's a Democrat. The first Secretary of State of the woman was a Democrat. The first, see what I'm saying? Oh, Secretary of State. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Janet Yellen. So Hillary Clinton wasn't the first woman Secretary of State. But y'all know what I mean. The Democrats promote the women. That's just they're the party of promoting the women. So I'm saying for the Republicans to have Pam Bondi like that, in my opinion, like yeah, y'all, I think that is very, very important that they, you know what I'm saying, protect the rights of these women. That is so important, man. Let's see. Cameron says, I'm a centrist, no party for me. I did vote for Trump this time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't support President Trump initially, but I definitely do not. JP says, we were promised full and fast transparency on JFK, RFK, and MFK. And I understand, and MLK, excuse me, and that's what President Trump is trying to, that's what the goal is, right? That's what but I'm saying we're gonna call for the resignation for not getting the correct files. Is that worth her resigning her job? I'm saying her job depended on whether or not she delivered properly the files of JFK, RFK, and MLK. Who promised that? Did she even promise that, or President Trump promised that? And who got the files? Did she got the files, or the FBI got the files? That's what I'm saying. That's the very point. Trying to put that responsibility on her like that, to me, is absurd. Because if that same conversation was being had, because see, these MAGA people, what Laura Loomer really want to say, she really talking to President Trump. So she really want to say to President Trump, hey man, you promised us these files, you didn't deliver. That's what she really want to say, but she can't get at President Trump, so she getting that Pam Bondi. You know what I'm saying? So, oh yeah, she almost 60. Yeah, she is, man. She was the Attorney General of Florida as well, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm fully supportive of her, Kristen, all those women in the that are coming into the party, man. So yeah, some of you guys, I guess I'm not seeing your comments. I just see JP and Clay in here. You know what I'm saying, guys? Make sure y'all double tap that screen. Y'all like that video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, guys. If any of you guys want to start a conversation, you know what I'm saying? Super chat, super sticker. They start at 99 cents. That button at the bottom with the dollar sign in it, y'all. Y'all donations are much appreciated. Also, channel memberships start at $2.99, guys. We trying to get those channel memberships up. We already got 8 channel memberships. You know what I'm saying? I'm inviting people like JP and like Good Times TV, man. If y'all want to become a member of the channel, Sam Ponce, y'all want to support the cause, it's $2.99. And once again, we will welcome you to the family. Your donations are much appreciated. You know what I'm saying? Clay says Trump can't. Yeah, that's true. That's much true. And they really, but Clay, that is a huge problem. We could sit here and talk about that, Clay, for hours. For hours, Clay. We can have that conversation over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? There we go, right there. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all, we're going to take a second. We got another member. That's 2 memberships today, guys. You know what I'm saying? So we added another member, JP, man. I want to welcome you to the Legal Wars podcast, my brother. You are now a moderator on the channel as well as a member. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your support, man. Just whenever you come in here, man, and you just want to, you know what I'm saying, have your voice heard, being a member of the channel, man, I'm going to read your comments. You know what I'm saying? My loyal members, man, I'll stop every time I'm doing the podcast, wherever I'm at, the chats, if I could see their chats, like I'll read them. You know what I'm saying? But some of you guys might be putting stuff in the chat. If I can't see your chat, or if I'm not reading your chat and you're a member or you're a moderator, I promise I am not ignoring you. I just cannot see it. And you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I have to report this to YouTube. I've had a problem with this chat a couple streams, man. You know what I'm saying? JP, I appreciate it, my brother. You know what I'm saying? The support and the love. Welcome to the Legal Wars podcast, y'all. That's another channel membership, y'all. That's number 8 this month. Last month, we added 50 of them, y'all. So we trying to add at least 51. We trying to add at least 51, y'all. So, you know what I'm saying? We got about 23 more days. You know what I'm saying? But we could do it. You know what I'm saying? Last month, I think Brian C. and MFK. MFK added 5 members this month. JP, you joined. Colin just added a member, and Aloha Kitty added a member too. So that might be 9. I might have to check that. But Colin and MFK last month, man, they was just hitting it, bro. 10 members, 5 members, 10 members here. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate the love and support, man. That helps us, you know what I'm saying, keep going and grow. Because I want to grow the Legal Wars podcast to the next phase, man. I really want to get a studio, man, looking at 10,000 subscribers, man. And I'm going to just keep doing it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just keep coming on here, giving authentic news, man. Things that the American people care about with no spin and no bias. No spin and no bias. Straight independent, straight down the middle. You feel what I'm saying? No hatred in my heart towards no group or no type of people. And that's big facts. So I appreciate that. Samuel Ponce says, I see you, bro. Yeah, Samuel, man, we trying to get you to be a member of the channel too, man. Them channel memberships, $2.99. Yeah, real facts, not bias, man. No bias. And no bias is saying that President Trump, what he's about to do with the American economy is about to be truly amazing. He's going to turn America into a business. He's already securing, steadily securing trillions of dollars for America in new investments. You see what I'm saying? So, and you talking about 50 days, 45, 50 days. So just imagine 4 years if he got that hustle mentality. You see what I'm saying? He finna kill it. But on the other side of that, y'all, he's giving up stuff too. Because every time he goes at one of our allies, that just puts them a step closer into joining BRICS and becoming an enemy. A step closer for China to come in and take over. So it's a balance to it. And we talked the balance on the Legal Wars podcast. We talked President Trump and President Trump like building a great, successful economy in America. And we talk about the repercussions of that. You know what I'm saying? Where you just focusing on money, not being a politician and not worried about any geopolitical allies or any political related things and just focusing on the transaction and saying, hey, Canada, this is a bad transaction for America. So if he keeps that mentality, keep deporting people, coming up with gold cards and making America a business, make America a business again. You know what I'm saying? The economy in America is going to be fantastic. That's facts. No one can argue that. You see what I'm saying? But just because of that, like when we hear the MAGA people talk about freeing George Floyd people, or if we hear, we got to protect the rights of the citizens, man, of the people. EEJ says, what are you measuring his success on? You don't have any allies anymore, mate. What you mean? Oh, but you do have allies, though. Because America, see, President Trump understands. I appreciate that comment, sir. We're going to discuss this real quick. President Trump understands that America is the big dog on the block. On any block. America, the big dog on Russia block and China block. China know that. Russia know that. Europe know that. President Trump know that. So, President Trump, anybody in this stream, you trying to tell me that if Putin attacked the United Kingdom, I'm going to do a stream and this is going to be the poll question. If Putin attacked the United Kingdom, would President Trump stand with Great Britain? If you trying to tell me that President Trump would not stand with Europe and honor the NATO, President Trump don't have the say in it. The generals are going to make him. He ain't got a say in it. They're going to advise him to do it. He's going to do that. He's going to stand with NATO, man. President Trump did everything for Ukraine that Joe Biden, but I mean, it's just at the point that we should be at the end of that war. because we already gave you 350 billion. Y'all done lost over 1 million people, thousands of. We should be at the end of this. Russia army decimated. We ain't gonna bro. When that war over, Russia not gonna be doing. They gonna be licking their wounds. So President Trump got that discernment. That's just my opinion on that. JP, what JP says, we need to work hand in glove with Mexico and Canada. I'm not sure tariffs, but that's why he keep backing off. But still in all, JP, the reason why he threatened the tariffs is to try to get a better deal. EEJ says, I don't understand economics. Well, explain it to me. What do we need to speak on about economics? America gets $10 trillion in revenue a year. 10 trillion. 5 trillion from taxes. President Trump saying, I'm gonna take that 10 trillion, I'm gonna make it 12 trillion. I'm gonna make it 14 trillion. I'm gonna make it 16 trillion. So instead of 50% of America's revenue coming from taxes, it's going to be like 30%. What I don't understand about that, that's easy. He's going to hustle and make money for America. They talking about they say a third of the land in America is owned by the federal government. I did not know that. So they just talking about leasing the land, putting buildings on the land. They need to build some housing on the land and lease the housing. They could do a lot of ways they could make money. You got businessmen up there. These men are businessmen. They the richest men in the world up there. President Trump in that billionaire list is only 730. I don't care if he only got $1 billion, he's still a billionaire. 730 of them out of 800 million people. Man, that man know a little bit of something about business and making money. That's what he owns. I don't understand what I don't know about economics though, sir. JP said Ukraine is running out of troops. That's why we need to end that war. If you can't win the war, why would you keep fighting the war that you cannot win? And then you asking me to give you money to fight it. And you got the money in your ground. You got the money in your back pocket. You asking me for money to fight a war that you cannot win, that I gave you money 4 years for. No, I don't have no more money for you to fight that war that you cannot win. You need to bring that war to a close. But if you don't want to bring the war to a close, there's options. Sir, just sign right here on this mineral deal, and that money that's in the ground, that we gonna go get some of that. You could keep fighting them. We'll fund it. You pay for the war yourself. You running out of troops, you want to keep fighting the war, you better get on the phone and call the Starmer, United Kingdom, call Macron, France, you better get Maloney, the Italian, you better get on the phone and just start calling people, hey, we need some troops. Because you ain't getting no NATO troops. Joe Biden didn't give them NATO troops. Why should Trump have to? That's what I'm saying. Fair and balanced. Not unbalanced, fair and balanced. If Joe Biden didn't make him go to NATO, why should Trump have to? What's the difference? Trump just said, I'm not going to come in here and let y'all take advantage of me like Joe Biden did. Y'all need to pay y'all fair share for NATO, for y'all own defense. Y'all need to defend yourself if y'all can't pay me to defend y'all. If y'all can't pay us to defend y'all. Because Trump's saying he's trying to get this money, man. Zelensky just want the money and weapons with our troops now, I bet you. Probably do. T2 says, fact about Trump, New York Yankees offered to draft him to play first base. He declined. He said more money in real estate. Wow. I didn't even know that. Did y'all know that? That the Yankees were going to draft President Trump to play baseball, man. Y'all, somebody fact check T2 now. I'm just playing T2. You know what I'm saying? I hadn't heard that. Man, y'all make sure y'all double tap that screen, like that video, subscribe to that channel, and hit that notification bell, y'all. We got one more segment. We're going to talk about that Elon and Marco fight. You know what I'm saying, guys? We've been streaming for about an hour and 15 minutes. I appreciate you guys' donations. You know what I'm saying, guys? The super chat, super stickers, super thanks start at 99 cents. So, guys, if you want to start a discussion or you want to just give a donation, hit that button at the bottom with the $sign in it. Your donations are much appreciated. And, guys, those channel memberships, start at $2.99, guys. If y'all want to become a member of the Legal Wars podcast, we would appreciate it. Or if you would like to give somebody a membership, we would appreciate it, guys. Your donations are much appreciated. Let's see. JP says Trump is right on Ukraine and making Europe. Man, I think so too, man. Bottom line, I don't care what they say. That's my opinion. Blue Bummer said, new subscriber. He said, I'm not yelling or no stupidity. I appreciate that. T2 said, yep, in the 60s, you could fact check me, Ghost. I know what I'm talking about. That's a great fun fact. But man, yeah, man, I think Trump is JP. I don't think there's no other view you could have on Ukraine because I did the arguments. Whenever I first took the stance, y'all give me just a second, man. That AC is... Man, it's starting to warm up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, give me a second. Guys, listen. So whenever I did the argument, okay, what's up, TFM Constitution? Y'all, we got a member in the stream. Like, whenever I did the argument, I said, okay, so we need to keep supporting Ukraine so we could keep fighting Russia. Why? Because Putin, he a civil rights violator. He keep on lashing out at these other smaller countries. He a bully over there. Okay, I agree with that, man. Putin been fighting a war for 20 years. Putin been fighting a war for 20 years before he jumped off on Ukraine like that. He been doing this for a minute. So, yeah, okay, Joe Biden come in. Yeah. Let's give him the weapons. Let's support him. Okay, we supported you for 4 years. 4 years later, you took 700,000 of Russia's troops out. You took 20,000 and you put a dent in his army. Putin going to go back and he going to try to rebuild. That's going to take years for him to get that army back. Over for 20% of land. He the dummy. Ukraine, what you could do, you only got a couple options. Can Ukraine win that war? You say that they could beat Russia? If they could beat Russia, how many billions are you going to spend? How many millions of lives going to die? They're already over 1 million souls in 4 years, man. You get to a point to where, okay, I don't see no point, y'all, of him fighting that war. But, sir, if you want to fight that war, Mr. Zelensky, you go right ahead, but you got to fight it with your own money. We didn't gave you $350 billion. That's why Vice President Vance was saying he was being disrespectful. Because you're not respecting the fact that we didn't gave you $350 billion, sir. I don't understand what you know. We didn't protected you because if we weren't there, Putin would have ran through Kyiv, and we stopped that from happening. Oh, it wasn't you, President Trump. My generals are advising me and telling me this, sir. Same generals, same army. You fired 4 generals, all the rest of them still there, and they advising me and telling me this. This ain't no political. Trump just saying what he being told. Trump ain't been to Ukraine. He ain't been to Russia. You don't know what's going on over there. How you think he's saying that? Because the people on the ground who in charge, they saying what I'm saying. I know. Like, bro, we did all of what you asked us to do, sir. We did that. And you coming over here, Joe Biden had a problem with him too. You coming over here and you begging for more, bro. We done gave you enough. We can't give you no more. We told you how you can keep fighting this war if you were smart. You got $1 trillion or more in your ground. We'll go get it for you. We'll help rebuild your country. The reconstruction. Zelensky gonna sign the deal. I think this week, ain't they meeting in Saudi Arabia this week with the American diplomats? He gonna get the deal. When Trump get that deal signed, bro, he gonna look like a rock star if he get that done on international policy. And if Hamas don't chill out in Israel, then Israel gonna stomp them too. They gonna stomp Iraq. All the stomping going on. That's when you know this gonna happen. This the Mr. Stomp president. He coming and stomping. Ziggy said, Trump pardoned. Who Trump pardoned? What? I mean, because we could say some people Joe Biden pardon too. That's what I'm saying. Fair and balanced. That's how we do it. Oh, Trump get money. Oh, President Obama. And then if y'all get on Obama, I'm gonna tell you about like that's how I do it. Like that's how you get the argument. You go flip flop. You go both sides, and whichever side, that's how you come up with the truth. That's why you stay in the middle. You're gonna win in the middle. If you go out there on the extreme, anything you do in life, if you get on them edges, you close to the cliff. You might not fall off. You could go to the edge if you have to, but don't stay out on the edge. These people are all the way out there in oblivion, far right and far left. TFM says, bro, check my Supreme Court case. They finally ruled on it. Lucid says, how Trump gonna stop helping Ukraine but then go send Israel $4 billion? Bro, listen, this is what I'm saying. Lucid, can Israel win that war? This is what I'm saying. This is another question I have for you too, Lucid. I'm saying, will the Muslims attack Americans? Because when the last time the Russians attacked Americans? You think the Russians are finna come to Alaska? Where you think the Russians, what you think the Russians finna, when the Russians go around setting off car bombs, the Russians are terrorists? The Russians go around terror attacks. No, the Russians fighting them same Muslims and them same terror attacks. You don't think there's terror attacks in Russia too? Putin got the same problem with Muslims and terror that America has. The same problems. The Chinese got the problems too. All over the world, they got the problems with terrorist attack. So I'm saying, like sending money to Israel, Israel is fighting a direct enemy of America. Ukraine is fighting a direct enemy of America, but Russia's not going to attack America, bro. Let's just be real. Russia will not attack the United States directly. That's the end of the world. Let's be real. But the Muslims will. In a heartbeat. They do it all the time. So Israel, and then not only that, bro, like, I mean, our whole culture is connected with the Israelis almost. For the Christians, you see what I'm saying? We believe Jesus came from. So I'm saying, man, like to think that, man, no, not in my opinion. I think it's Israel is more critical of an ally, man, than Ukraine is. That's just what I think. You know what I'm saying? And they are a rich country, and Ukraine isn't, but Ukraine got a chance to be a rich country. If Zelensky stopped playing, he could get $1 trillion out the ground. And he could change that, guys. Guys, last segment, y'all, it's been about 1 hour and 20 minutes. We've been in here kicking it on this beautiful Saturday morning. I ask that you guys like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying the content, and hit that notification bell. And guys, super chat, super stickers, super thanks start at 99 cents. So whether you want to start a discussion, you want to give a donation, hit that button with the $ at the bottom of your screen, and your donations are much appreciated. So how many of y'all know that Elon Musk and Marco Rubio got in a fight? You say, Ghost, they came to fisticuffs? Nah, they didn't come to fisticuffs, but they did get into a dispute, a big powwow. It's on everybody's news. According to Global Trends, March the 8th. When was March the 8th, y'all? This was printed today. White House meeting. You know, so people saying, this is what I like about President Trump. I don't care what y'all, not y'all, I don't care what the haters say. I'm seeing, and I told y'all this, if y'all follow the content, y'all could go back and watch content after the presidential debate when I gave an analysis between VP Harris and President Trump, and I told you President Trump didn't call her no names. I seen the difference in him. This is what I'm saying. I'm saying that people have been complaining about Elon and 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 complaining about Elon. And you know, I don't care what nobody say. This is President Trump's plan. Bro, from the election on November the 5th into about January the 10th, Elon was in Mar-a-Lago. That's about 60 days. They planned this out to a T. This wasn't no error. This wasn't no mistake. That chainsaw wasn't no error or wasn't no mistake. President Trump was genuine about trying to cut the deficit and to make government smaller. In his first term, this is what he preached he believed in. Yes, there was some retaliatory elements in his actions and pardon the January 6 people and firing certain people. But overall, this is about cutting the budget and the deficit. And he believed in Elon and what Elon's doing. He did it then, he did it now. But the people, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining and complaining. And so President Trump gets up and he announces, he says, okay, listen. So the government heads of the department don't have to listen to Elon no more. It's up to them. They can cut who they want to cut. That's what President Trump got up and said. They cut who they want to cut. Elon give them the recommendation, and then it's up to the department head. Elon don't just go in there no more with no chainsaw, just wrecking you, fired, everybody fired. Because what I'm saying, what we finna talk about on the next episode of Protecting the Rights of the People are those 70,000 veterans or 70,000 people that are employed with the Department of the VA, Veterans Affairs, Department of Veteran Affairs. You want to fire 70,000 people? Nah, we got to pump the brakes on this. You talking about firing these veterans? We got to pump the brakes on all of this. The people's voice. The first episode, no, listen, that George Floyd situation is over with, it's dead. That dog done hunted, it done died, and we buried it. You ain't digging up nothing. President Trump, the people's voice. Episode 2, you need to protect the rights of the people, man. Like he got, they're trying to attack Pam Bondi, bro. Just because she's a female, you got to protect her, President Trump. Episode 3, we got to protect the veterans. Bro, that's why your voice is so important. Your little voice and your little voice and your little voice and your little voice and your little voice. And it got back to President Trump. So he said, Elon, you got to put that chainsaw down. But God, who y'all didn't hear me say the chainsaw? Who in this stream heard? Y'all don't remember the chainsaw? Y'all don't remember me talking about the chainsaw on live 2 or 3 streams ago, 4 streams ago, about how he came in there with the chainsaw and how I have members in the stream. They mad now because they think I'm talking about President Trump and them, but I'm not. But President Trump seen that. I'm not saying he's seen it from what I'm saying. I'm saying what I see from what everybody else saying and what's being reported. But thank God it's not like the first time he's seen that. He said, okay, Elon, no more. We're going with a scalpel. He specified on Twitter, a scalpel. A scalpel and a chainsaw are 2 totally different things. Now he got a scalpel. The optics of that is a little bit better. And he said he gonna give the power back to the department heads. Now, since this has been had, they have 2 meetings a week. Now they're having a meeting. And during the meeting, White House meeting, it turned tense as Elon Musk and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio clashed over the scale of cuts in government. Now, Marco and Elon, they about to get it. Elon like, come on, Marco, you gonna cut these many people, bro. Behind the scenes, he like, Marco, I paid $250 million to get him there. He probably like, Marco, the reason why you there is because I paid that $250 million and I brought my tech bros with me. That's the only reason President Trump won. So I need a seat at this table. That's what Elon's saying. And Marco's saying, but you're not a cabinet member, bro. You couldn't have passed through the nomination to get nominated, so you can't have more power than me. And they in their fisticuffs. No, I'm just playing. They're not fighting, but you see what I'm saying? And then you have far right MAGA people. You got new black people coming in the Trump coalition. He want to keep MAGA alive for the next president. So you got far right MAGA people now. They downing on. They trying to let the George Floyd dude out. George whatever. I ain't even trying to say his name. And then you have Steve Bannon and Elon bumping heads. They don't want no immigrants in here. And then now you got Elon, and it's going to be hard for President Trump to keep that coalition together, because all of his voters, he got to listen to all of the voters, all of these people. President Trump had to step in. Reported by Global Trends, is that tensions between Marco Rubio and Elon Musk had been building for weeks. And a lot of Trump's cabinet do not approve of Elon Musk's power. The next question I would have for y'all, bro, for the poll: do you guys think Doge is falling apart right before our eyes? Do y'all think the Department of Governmental Efficiency is falling apart, or maybe Elon's role in it is falling apart? Man, if I could be an advisor for Elon Musk, I would say this: sir, what you built at Tesla was one of the greatest inventions of mankind. You are a modern day Thomas Edison. You are very talented. 3 of SpaceX rockets, or 2, the last 2 SpaceX rockets launches have been unsuccessful. And in my opinion, if Elon is still in DC, the next one will be unsuccessful. But if Elon comes back to Texas, then the next SpaceX launch will be successful. If Elon returns back to Tesla, then Tesla's stock would do better. In my opinion, if I was advising Elon, I could never see myself being as great of a businessman. See, President Trump was a businessman. He was great on certain levels. But you gonna compare his 8 or 9 billion to Elon's 400 billion? As a businessman, President Trump wasn't as great as Elon is. But I'm saying Elon was so great at business. Why would you take that and to do with anything to do with politics? He could have the power if he moves the right way from right. Elon Musk could control. George Soros does it, doesn't he? He control half of America. And if the Republicans weren't calling them out for it, the regular Americans wouldn't even know it. That's what I'm saying. Elon could do the same thing. With him being on TV, they got a whole plot to destroy you, Elon. The Europeans, they on your neck. They don't want no Teslas. Pretty soon, all the Democrats are going to be anti-Teslas. They're going to be trading their Teslas. They're going to start. Bro, do you know they have protests? They got a group right now that's trying to destroy Tesla. Right now. You know when this group was created? I tried to tell y'all this a long time ago. Because some people, when you do stuff to them, they're going to be passionate about it. If you fired me and I worked for a government agency and I was upset about it, if I had a savings, I'd be in them picket lines too. I'd be letting my voice be heard too. That's the only way we're going to get change. So I'm saying these people mad about you firing thousands of people. They banding together and they trying to destroy you now. And meanwhile, Tesla's stock falling. They're probably not putting out as many cars. They definitely not selling as many cars. If you that great of a businessman, I wouldn't evolve. Ross Perot was a millionaire. Trump is a small billionaire. But I'm saying if you Bill Gates, if you that great of a businessman, Elon, you could have been at $1 trillion probably. But now you're going to have to back up a year or two, if not more. Because if the Democrats get power, they're going to investigate you. They're going to try to lock you up. Remember I told you that. Promise you that. 2 years from now, as long as the statute of limitations not, they're gonna look for. You know how Merrick Garland was when he was the attorney general. They were locking up everybody. Joe Biden administration was locking up, putting RICOs on everybody. Rappers, look, he did everybody. Eric Allen, everybody lock up every. So yeah, when the Democrats get back, yeah, they're gonna investigate. That's what they did to Steve Bannon. That's what they did to Jared Kushner. We don't talk about the only ones they didn't get was Trump. All the rest of the people, Trump's lawyer got him. Rudy Giuliani got him. They got everybody. They even got Trump kinda. They got $2 billion, and he would be in jail if he would have lost. The Democrats, they got all of it. I'm just saying, bro, they mad at you, Elon. And I'm saying all of this stuff wouldn't be, Elon, if you wouldn't be in politics. But I know you want to help your country, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying that's my opinion. Because if you stay there, it's impossible to keep it together. The coalition is too big. So I'm not saying Marco is talking to a Democrat, but there might be an interest. That's what I'm saying. If I was George Soros, what I would do is I would hire a military contractor. They know how to do this really good. I'm sorry. I just know. I know what I know. Especially you talking about since like Elon and they talking about firing military people. And you know Trump, he General Milley, he got some military people. They don't like it's a certain faction of them don't like Trump. They can't stand Elon. It's a faction of military. They don't. It's some of them that do. He got government contracts. So he know a government contractor. He plugged in. But I'm saying, like, if I was George Soros, I would get one, and they gonna get Marco, and I just let them fight each other. And all you gotta do is just sit back. You don't need no message. Your message is Democrats just don't mess up. Just let them fight each other and crumble. But I don't think it's gonna save the Democrats because I think President Trump could do that without Marco Rubio or Elon. So I think his economy is still gonna be good. I think he could do that job without Marco or Elon. That's my opinion. Or Steve Bannon. So I don't think it's going to affect President Trump, but I'm saying it's going to affect Elon a lot. President Trump is not going to get touched. He's super OG. It's been proven he ain't what's going to happen to him. He ain't going to walk through a fire and not get burned. Nothing happening to President Trump. I can assure you that. But you can't say that about Elon. You can't say that. So that's just my advice. If I was a top advisor to Elon, I would say, sir, yeah, it's about time for us to find a graceful exit about this situation and try to salvage and hope they don't come back for me after it's all over. Guys, if y'all have not already liked the video, I ask that y'all double tap that screen, like that video, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell, guys. Super chat, super stickers, super thanks start at 99 cents. Guys, that button at the bottom with the $ in it. Can I get anybody want to join the Legal Wars podcast? Bandito, what's up, my brother? It's time for you to be a member, Bandito. Bandito, you've been coming in here for too many months, man. $2.99. Go ahead and give it a try, my boy. You know what I'm saying? For 30 days, become a channel member, man. Enjoy the exclusive content, man, for all of my members. Samuel Pons said, I seen the so-called riot, and to be honest, that was a setup by Nancy Pelosi. It might have been. I don't know. But I'm saying, how are we going to know that? I'm saying, if you can't prove that those words that you saying, I'm a legal person, is so strong, you're going to have to give me proof before I go with you. You feel me, Samuel? I'm going to need proof because that's just too strong. You saying Nancy Pelosi, it was a setup. I can't buy that. If off the record, if I seen you at the Walmart and you tell me that, then I'm gonna ask you some questions. But I'm saying out on the stream, I don't do that. When they do it to President Trump, I don't do that either. It's gotta be, I need source. What's the source? Global Trends. They reporting this. So if Global Trends reporting a lie, we could go sue them. You can't sue me. I'm telling you, I'm gonna give your sources global trends. This is what they saying. That Marco and I'm not saying I wasn't there. I don't know if Marco and Elon got in a fight. I know it's all over TV and on the internet, but I'm saying global trends said that yeah, they you feel me? Bandito says the day trading snipers love all the market volatility. That's how they get paid. But it's not going to be like that for that long, though. It's not going to be like that for that long, Bandito. JP says, I like what Elon's doing. He just need to stay in the background more. JP, look, let me take that. JP, that's why I asked you to be a channel member. Because I could just tell just by your comments. And I'm glad you did. Because I mean, that's what I'm saying, but maybe Elon's coming out front. He a genius. He very smart. He knows what he's doing. Maybe he's coming out front. Like, I don't know why. He trying to run for president. He trying to be a cabinet position. If he wanted a cabinet position, wouldn't he have got one this time? I don't think he could be president. I'm saying I'm trying to look for the value of him being out there like that. I don't see no value in it. If he want people to know he did it, that, like you say, they need to be more. Or if they find a lot of people and people complaining, he need to be having town halls. Him and President Trump need to do town halls, or they need to call the podcasters up there so they could have like a special kind of podcaster, right-wing podcaster press conference. I'm gonna do a right-wing podcaster press conference. I'm gonna hold a presser with me and Elon only and them right-wing people. So instead of giving them some Jeffrey Epstein file that got them hating on paying Bondi, I could give them a press conference and tell all the people why we find, like, you could do it like that. But I mean, that's how, that's just my opinion. Bandito says, what Bandito said, man, he's saying a whole lot. I didn't even want to say that, though. I didn't even want to say that. Got set up for the okie doke. And I just didn't see how Elon had got himself pulled into that position, Bandito. I didn't see it, but when it was happening, I seen that. I know President Trump is too smart to be the one to go at Elon like that. He's not going to be the one to do it. I'm telling you what I know. President Trump's not going to be the one to do it. President Trump going to get somebody else to do that. Or if he don't get someone else to do it, it's going to happen. Because if President Trump got to choose between Marco and Elon, I'm saying, and it's not just Elon, there's a lot of cabinet people because they feel like Elon is exerting authority over them. Like, think about, I'm the Secretary of State, so I want to be, and all them USAID people that Marco was kind of, you know what I'm saying? He got USAID, he got, and you see all them USAID people got fired. You think all them people voted for VP Harris. Ain't none of them people voted for Trump. Ain't none of the people getting fired in these government people are Trump supporters. They're all VP Harris supporters. Ain't none of them no senators or no Congress people that might be connected to Marco Rubio. Them some high-level government. You talking about government jobs. These ain't Walmart jobs. These are government jobs, man. They in positions with these people. They do business. They conversations with. That's what I'm saying. To me, that was dangerous for Elon to do that. If President Trump was doing it, it's untouchable. I mean, he gets sued, but the judge will just correct it wrong. If one of the cabinet people were doing the same thing, they have the authority to do it. But Elon doing it, even though President Trump giving him the authority to do it, what Bandito is saying is that Elon's gonna take the fall for what. And I try to say it from the get-go. I said, what Elon got to do with President Trump inviting him here? Them firings ain't on Elon. Them President Trump invited him here. But what Bandito said, like, yeah, the fall guy. Guys, we done had 97 votes, guys. Let's see what we got. 54% of y'all says that MAGA brand promote the proper respect for women and minorities? 46% of y'all said no. Okay, so that's almost 100 votes. I can almost guarantee y'all it's probably down there on party lines. I appreciate all of y'all participating. Any of my members that commented today and I wasn't able to get to y'all, I do sincerely apologize about that. Before I get off, I'm going to remind you guys, y'all could go right now for free and join Wyndham Rewards. Just download the app. It doesn't cost no money. Okay, right now Wyndham's running a promotion to where you could get 7,500 points. So say I want to take a vacation later on. I want to get the points. Every 2 days you stay, Wyndham will give you 7,500 points. You could get 2 discounted nights for 7,500 points or 15,000 points to get you a free night. So Wyndham's going to give you a free night if you sign up for the app, you book through the app, and you stay for at least 3 or 4 nights, you'll get a free night. Wyndham Rewards, y'all need to check it out. If y'all are travelers, I promise you through Wyndham, you could get travel prices almost, if you use the app, almost as cheap as a travel agent. Real tight, really nice hotels, man. Y'all been seeing it on the Legal Wars podcast. Guys, we've been streaming for about an hour and 45 minutes, y'all. So y'all know how we do, y'all. We're about 10 minutes out. You know what I'm saying? If any of you guys want to give a donation, a channel member, you know what I'm saying, anything like that, we could power through past 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, man, you guys, the donation, we just going to start another conversation and we finna end that. Another donation we could power through for 5 hours. Real talk. If them donations coming in, I'm not getting off. If so, guys, it's a 2-hour scheduled stream. So what I like to do always towards the end, before I give the outro, y'all, I give about 10 minutes for all my members to finish the conversations amongst themselves. This is the 3rd time I'm doing this, y'all. It's embarrassing. I promise you I'm going to report it to YouTube, to Google. But guys, this is the 3rd time we've been in the chat. I had a member tell me that Mr. Collin, that I wasn't seeing all the messages, so I apologize. Any of my members in here and I'm not seeing your messages or they're coming slow, I do apologize for you about that. So guys, that being said, guys, I do appreciate you guys participating in the process. Guys, we got about 10 minutes, guys, and we're going to be out. Okay, guys? That's CNN in the background, y'all.
Including child exploitation, resulting in death, and faces up to life in prison if he's convicted. According to the FBI, most cases are traced back to predators in West African countries and Southeast Asian nations. In 2022, the FBI issued a national public safety alert about sextortion schemes. Over 3,000 minors, like Gavin, were targeted across the United States. Joining me now is Gavin's father, South Carolina lawmaker Brandon Guffey. Brandon Guffey, Godspeed to you and your family. Please tell us about Gavin.
Thank you, Michael. Gavin had just graduated high school. He was just, I like to say that he was living his best life, and there were no signs of any stress or anything of that nature. And all of this happened in one night, starting at midnight, and by 1:40 a.m., he had taken his life.
I know that you contemplated leaving public service. Certainly we can all understand how you've given that consideration. Your wife held you back. How come?
Well, whenever Gavin took his life, my focus, your entire priorities change. It's the best way to state it. And, I wanted to walk away and figure out what to do in my life. And my wife said, absolutely not. You're one of the few people that can get in and make a difference and go and stop this from happening to the next Gavin. And so that's how I got your t-shirt. So less than 3 sign is the last symbol that Gavin sent out before he took his life. And it was a heart emoji to tell his friends that he loves them. And then the goop sign was Gavin's nickname. So everywhere that I go, I typically have a less than 3 sign on me. That way people can ask, and it helps raise the awareness of what sextortion is and how common this has become.
So, Representative Guffey, I feel like this is a public service announcement in our conversation today. What is it you want to convey to parents, obviously to teens, but frankly, more parents than teens are watching this program? What is it you want to tell them?
The biggest thing is for parents to understand that while we as parents, it's our job to protect our children. And we're used to locking our doors, we're used to keeping an eye on our children, but we literally have predators going into your child's bedroom and attacking them at night within your own home. There's been over 40 deaths since Gavin that I'm aware of. I know some are public, some are not, due to sextortion. It is targeting teenage boys, but girls are involved as well. And it is a lot more common as I go around talking to students and parents across the country. We're finding that, very rarely do I speak to a class that does not have a person sitting in that class that has been extorted. So our biggest thing is trying to raise awareness and getting parents to understand that you are what your child to, and we're going to make mistakes, and that we have to offer that conversation with our children.
Guys, few more minutes.
Will always be there for them.
I'll freestyle with y'all for a few minutes, guys. See if y'all got anything y'all want to talk about or discuss. Viewer's choice.
In the same way that we used to tell ours when they were younger.
We got about 9-10 minutes before we had 2 hours, y'all. So I'll do a little viewer's choice with y'all for a little quick second. Samuel says Biden winning was fan fiction. The Capitol not being prepared does not excuse the riot. No, I didn't say it excused the riot, sir. I think I was agreeing with you. No, you are, but what am I? Samuel Cool, fan fiction. Philip Green says, good morning from Washington, D.C. Good morning. Hey, look, man, guys, y'all, it's just, you feel what I'm saying? We try to get in where we fit in. You know what I'm saying? Like on YouTube, man, I appreciate like the donations. You know what I'm saying? Real donations, real cash. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Like doing something I enjoy doing. Like I enjoy talking about politics. I enjoy talking about the law. You know what I'm saying? So I could come on YouTube, man. I could get some real cash and some real donations on YouTube, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. Getting views. The views that we get are the people we reach on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Or that I did on Facebook, or the thousands or the 100,000s of people I reach doing social media, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm in a retirement state, y'all. So I'm in retirement state, and until I have to get back to litigation, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna stay in this spot, and we gonna bang this out. But that being said, man, I am a Christian, bro. I love the Lord, man. I love Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? I believe that Jesus Christ is the Savior. I believe he suffered, bled, and died on the cross for our sins. And we will talk about this in depth tomorrow at 7 a.m. Central. If you want to join the conversation, you know what I'm saying? I depend on Jesus for everything, man. I fight every battle that I fight in the name of my Lord Jesus Christ. That being said, man, regardless of what we facing, we just lay it at the feet of Jesus, man, and we just be thankful for where we at and what we do have. And to end every single stream, man, you know what I'm saying? I say the same thing, man. All I got to say is, bro, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and I will be glad in it, man. I love every last one of y'all, man. Regardless of what y'all doing, just put your faith in Jesus Christ. And you know what I'm saying, Jason? We could talk about it tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? 7 a.m. Central on YouTube, man. I love y'all. I thank y'all for the donations. Thank you for the memberships. You know what I'm saying? The real cash. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, man. We're going to keep moving, keep dropping the content, and keep picking up the real cash where we can. You know what I'm saying? That's my time, y'all. Legal Wars Podcast, y'all. I'm out.